Hi, Junior with today's thoughts, and today's thoughts, it's going to be another rant. So if you don't want to hear a rant, I'm just telling you right now, this is going to be a rant because the White House Correspondents' Dinner was just maybe a couple days before you're seeing this, and there was, some speaker got up and said that he just told this audience of journalists, and I'm putting this in quotes, because he said, well, we didn't do our job on reporting about Joe Biden's dementia. And there was some applause, not really enthusiastic applause, but, well, I'm really sick of hearing that, because that guy, they're all lying. They're just damn liars on this, because they knew. I mean, how is it that the press, the whole point of the news is to report to us things that we don't know? And this was the opposite. Everybody could see that, it happens to people who get old. I mean, you can't blame Biden for that, but the fact is that he was president of the United States. He was running for a second term, and his mental faculties were declining, and we could all see it. And the press, this guy is saying, well, why didn't we see that? Well, of course they saw it. What they did, he said, we didn't do our jobs. They did exactly their jobs. What is their job, or what is a job? Well, the real job is, again, to report the news. But they see their job as to elect Democrats and to defeat Republicans. So they were doing their job. But what is really, reason this is a real rant, because what really is disingenuous is they don't admit that, number one, that they some do, okay, but most of them don't, that they deliberately hid his dementia, or they tried to cover up. They made excuses for what all of us could see. And when they say that we just didn't do how could we miss this? Well, they're lying, number one. But another thing, you can lie by commission, which is what that was, but you can also lie by omission, by not saying something that is equally obvious. And that is, to me anyways, that everything changed when Biden had that and Trump had that disastrous debate, and Biden's dementia became so obvious that even this press, who again see their job as at that time to reelect Joe Biden, and you could probably have pretty accurately predicted that had Biden won, that then they would suddenly would have suddenly noticed his dementia and try to push him out in order for Kamala Harris to become president of the United States without having won an election. So that was the plan that was afoot. And what they have to admit is, ask the obvious question: what if that debate had never happened? What if Biden had said, well, Trump is, he's Hitler, I'm not going to debate Hitler, whatever excuse they would make up, and there was no debate? Then what would have happened? Well, I can tell you what would have happened. They would have continued to cover up for Joe Biden. And that's where they're that's the lie by omission, not admitting that we were deliberately hiding the Biden's dementia and physical decline too, by the way, and in order to push him over the borderline. We were not working to report the news. We were not never mind hiding the Biden, the Hunter Biden laptop. They've never fessed up to that either. So there's another lie by omission, but we're talking about the dementia, and admit that the only reason that we are doing a mea culpa now is because we got caught. Not because we were asleep on the job, but because we got caught because of this debate that happened. Had that debate not happened, they would have still, he should come out right and say it. Had that debate not happened, we would still be covering for him. Whether that would have been, the cover-up would have been successful or not remains to be seen, because Joe Biden presumably would have continued to get worse and worse until, couldn't be denied. And also, Biden was not doing well in the polls, and because we all could see this. Again, we all could see it. It was right out there, no way to miss it. And there was, I don't know. That's enough ranting for today. But it just infuriates me when I see these liberals doing these mealy mouthed mea culpas that they don't believe, they don't mean, and they're just trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do. I guess fool themselves, because they're not fooling us. And that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Your comments would always welcome in the comments section below the video. And I guess most of all, come back and share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. Most of all, come back and see me again, though. I'd love to see all of you again. Until I do see all of you again, bye.